I wonder where I'm going. Oh, Toronto!
Nice! So on your card you'll find there's 3 missions to complete. And you'll see at the bottom, you need to buy a snow globe from that state. Without that snow globe, you can't get your pass. Without your pass, you can't cross the line, and you'll be disqualified from the race.
I'm gonna send you a photograph of a mystery location. Anna from Money 2020 is going to be there, and she will give you your pass to the event in exchange for a snow globe of your cities.
So we're going to Toronto. I just actually looked this up on the map because I wasn't sure where it's located. It's going to be a little difficult to get to and completely changes my plans that I had for tonight. So, tour the Casa Loma. Bonus points if you vlog. Contains Harry Potter quotes. Visit the Hockey Hall of Fame. Woo! And take a selfie by the Stanley Cup. I'm a big sports person. Go sports!
Go sports.
Go sports.
If your group here
Team checks.
Oh yeah!
Go, 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 go,
Yahoo! All right, so special shout out to Chase. I bank with you guys, and I'm hoping for a shout out later in the week. I'm using your checks to get me to Vegas.
No, it's only cash and card we accept. You understand?
Yes, and no checks. He's like, yeah, of course we take checks. No, we actually don't take checks. I think we're gonna get a lot of jokes here joking about checks. No, we're not. So I'm doing a race, and I have to make it to Vegas, only paying with checks.
Only pay with check.
Yes. I'll give you guys a shout out.
Shout out? What's the...
It's for Money 2020 payments race.
Okay.
Renee, team checks.
I'm gonna go ask you.
Okay.
All.
So sorry, my manager said that unfortunately we have to checks. So I do apologize for that. Yeah, I'm sorry. Trust
Okay.
me, I would have so done.
Okay. Where's Chase? I'm trying to get to Vegas using only checks. And you guys can cash it right now on your phones. It'll go through. Alright. Yay! Can I have a small drip coffee, please? So I just had to ask some guy to buy me coffee because I really wanted coffee. And luckily they knew about Money 2020, so they seemed a little more willing to do it. I did write them a check and he cashed it as we were talking. So now we have to plan to go to Toronto. My original plan was to start in Cincinnati and get back to Cincinnati because it's home stomping grounds. I could drop some of my stuff off because I packed way too much, and we can hit up a bunch of states. But actually now we have to go to Toronto. We're looking up now. I'm gonna look up Greyhound buses and airplanes. Actually, I wonder if we can go to a hotel and get on the bus from there.
Free show.
Yeah. We're going to look up hotels around here and see if we can get on their bus to take us to LaGuardia. Some Canadian banks will take U.S. checks. Hi, I was calling to see if you would accept a U.S. check as a form of payment to stay there for the night, please. Okay, thank you.
Unfortunately, no, we do not accept that.
You don't accept? Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Thank you. Hi, I was calling to see if you would accept a U.S. check for a form of payment to stay there for the night tonight, please.
Cash, debit card, or credit card?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
It's James. It doesn't seem like any place we're calling will take U.S. checks because it's a U.S. Bank association. So, is it okay if I phone a friend to make a payment for me?
Because we just need the point slightly for someone else to pay for everything and you just reimburse them.
Okay, I know. Okay, well, thank you. So apparently traveler's checks are okay. which means we are gonna go to AAA, make them book us a trip to Toronto with traveler's checks, and then hopefully take a rickshaw after so we can at least have a little fun. Trip. Come back. Come back for me. I need traveler's checks. I need to get to Toronto. And I need to know where traveler's checks are accepted. I hope we didn't walk here for nothing. There's no travel checks after 5 o'clock. She just said that. So, even to Toronto? What about traveler's checks in Toronto? Yeah, go to the bank that accepts traveler's checks. Countersign your check in front of the clerk. Relay signature. Show your ID. Receive your cash. So then it'd be cash. Is that allowed?
What time is the
Have a great trip.
What time is the next one tomorrow morning?
We can't get anywhere with check. There's 5 people racing. I got stuck with check, and there's somebody that uses credit cards, somebody using crypto.
Team checks.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And we were like, and I have to like get to Toronto and then get to Vegas, and like nobody takes check.
I'm calling Greyhound now.
Okay.
She's
Yeah,
calling
I'm
Greyhound
calling
to see if they would take a
To
check.
see if they'll take one while we're there.
She's calling Greyhound to see if they would take a check.
Chase.
And it's Chase. And cash it. Yeah, you can.
I already asked that, and that's cheating. This is our competitor, Clover.
Toronto, Ontario, right?
They don't accept check either. I will give you a check, and I will give you, if you could do our flight there. Just do our flight there, and you do a round trip on it.
For Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you get to the airport for 7:50?
Yes.
There's a flight tonight, it's 8:21.
Yeah, but how are they gonna get to the airport?
Yeah.
They don't take checks at the cabs.
Does anybody like have like a cab driver on call that you guys know of that would take a check for us?
Debit, credit, or cash. That's it. You do not accept personal checks.
We'll just stay in the airport. I won't sleep on the streets. Oh, can you get me? Can I write my check for $10
get you
more
a
and you can
Metro
buy
card.
me a Metro Pass?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Do you have a Twitter? Because I want to tweet you or whoever will get in a picture
I don't
with
have
us.
a Twitter, but I have Instagram,
Okay.
Snap, and Facebook.
So we're going from here to Toronto, and then you're leaving Toronto and going.
Let's do just here and back. Seriously, thank you for everybody. And
we get you in a picture, Sarita?
yeah, are you good?
Yeah, everybody.
Okay. So we're asking if Southwest takes checks because it says online they should. So more bad news. They also don't take check, and the lounge is only open till 8:30, and it's 8 p.m. So I just want to get to Vegas.
Already.
I do.
Day one.
I do. I just want to go to Vegas. So we had a really awesome experience at AAA, and we got to a bus to take us to LaGuardia. From there, we got to the airport hoping to go to the Sky Club and chill there for a little bit. And then I went to a couple different airlines, and I was hoping that they would take personal checks so we can book our next flight for when we come back from Toronto. But no one takes checks. I think American Airline does, so I think I'm gonna go check that next. American Airline takes checks, but only at their reservation office in the middle of Manhattan, where we just came from. Oh my god. Getting back there will not be easy. I just texted my friend and said how hard this is. And she's out to happy hour with one of her friends whose friend lives in Queens, so she's calling her and we may have a place to sleep tonight. Okay. So now we have to somehow get a 10-minute ride, and I'm hoping we can get a taxi driver to take a check for us. So we're staying with my friends. We're staying with my friend's friend. Wait, friend's friend's friend, and we're hoping that he orders us Uber Eats and we can pay him with a check. And then we have to be back here super bright and early, so not only do we have to get out there, but we have to somehow make it back here because they don't have a car. Subway, we've done bus, we've done taxi, we'll do airport tomorrow. That's 4 things, that's like 8 points. I don't think that's how the point system worked. Hello, Dan. Okay. I'm Renee, nice to meet you. This is Oscar.
Oscar, Dan, nice to meet you.
You are adorable. This has been so hard.
Somebody can sleep here, then this like folds back this chaise lounge like so.
Okay. Thank you.
Amazing, thank you.
I'm dying. It has been a long day, and I have learned that checks are very limited. But thank God for New York people. New York, you are amazing. All the people here are amazing. The AAA people helped me buy a ticket to Toronto tomorrow. And then we had a lovely friends of friends take us in for tonight. Everything in between was a shit show. And now I'm so excited to go to bed. It's midnight. I never stay up past like 8:30 on a weeknight, so I'm beyond tired. I'm ready for bed. Good night.